gonna try it right there.
Original color and put some patina down on here. I think if it's not perfect, it'll at least blend in pretty well. So I'll wet sand it a little bit, put some age on it. Different colors. When you get close, it looks kind of strange, but
Alright, I don't have my big camera, but I just finished welding on the exhaust. See what it sounds like with this muffler on there. If the battery's not dead. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, I got it somewhat warmed up, at least enough to idle. It's kind of cold out. Use the old exhaust pipe. I'll eventually replace it. But that's the setup right now. Doesn't sound too bad. Hopefully you can hear it on the mic. Give it a little bit of throttle. Set you up over here maybe. I don't know if you can hear that on the mic, but it's very quiet idling, but got a good tone to it when you get on the throttle. So I'll get some better videos a little bit later. That was just tonight after work. Sounds pretty good. Right in the middle of all this body work, my exhaust tip came in. I'm gonna try it right there. Wasn't really sure which way to go, whether to keep it real flush with the cab or have it stick out further, you know, to get some exhaust gases out from underneath the bed. Let me know what you think. How do y'all run your exhaust? This is on a 78 square body. Would you run it further in, flush with that piece, the lip, come all the way out? Give you an idea where I've got it. Probably 1.5 inches from the lip here. How do you run your truck?
Well, I didn't get the very first coat, as you can see in the time lapse, but I literally put the camera up right after the first coat. I used this paint scratch, original factory touch-up paint. I ordered it. 1980 Chevrolet SS-L Blue 23 ppg. I guess you can pause it if you really want to figure that one out. But I don't know what it looks like in the video, but it looks like it's completely two different colors. But in person, behind where this trim was, and this is all oxidized because it's been sitting forever, but I think that the colors match pretty close. They're not perfect, of course, but once I get all this painted and cleared and then clean the whole truck, get all that oxidation off of it, bring back some of the original color and put some patina down on here, I think if it's not perfect, it'll at least blend in pretty well. So that's the idea. Painted this side, you couldn't see on the camera, but I painted the other side as well. So that's where I'm at right now. It's going pretty good. I got a little bit left in this can, so when I do the bed, I should have enough there.
Okay, I've been doing an absolute terrible job at filming this stuff. I apologize now. I've been back and forth from the kitchen, trying to wrap up the final stuff on the kitchen, and then jumping out here on the little bit of time that I have. So I started on some of the patina and then decided to give it a little bit of a buff. Hey, that paint's coming around pretty darn good. I just did the door, and then I just wiped off the fender, so that would be untouched. The fender is just wiped off, and then that's just a little bit of compound. So looks like this might turn out pretty darn good. Still working on the patina a little bit, but as long as I can get it to hide pretty well, we'll be good to go. Set you up for a time lapse this time. That way you can see a little bit of the transformation on cleaning up the paint and see it take place. I don't know. Hang out. See you in a couple minutes. Okay, got that wrapped up. It is definitely not perfect. Not only the truck, but my terrible job at buffing this thing out. Waxing it, compounding it, whatever you call it. But it looks like the sunlight's hitting my dent perfectly, so you can see how pristine it is anyway. But night and day difference on the paint. You can see a little bit of my patina work, or hopefully you can't see it that well. But still have the rear section to do. But the truck turned out pretty good. Paint came back pretty decent. Hopefully you can see it on the camera. It's got a little bit of shine back to it, a little bit of deeper blue versus that extremely oxidized paint like before. Actually, can actually make marks on it now versus getting your hand all chalky white. Can't remember if I showed my exhaust yet or not. Get the tip on. But this is kind of round one. I'll go back and we'll do some better work on this. This was kind of just to get it somewhat back to how it should be. Here is patch panels that I haven't tried to hide yet. So we'll see how that goes. Blues aren't quite perfect, but it's better than nothing. All right, that's all I got for today. I'll go in and fix some dinner. Whew. And the only reason I'm fixing dinner is because the wife's not feeling well, so I'm spoiled on that front. But tonight, it's my job. Subway it is. Catch you later. All right, working on patina on the driver's side. I got this panel, the whole rocker, and then a little bit of the cab corner back there. Hopefully that's a decent angle. You'll be able to see a little bit of the transformation. I'm gonna wet sand it a little bit, put some age on it, and I'm gonna go get I kept the original metal that I cut off of this so I can try to mimic the same rust pattern that was on it, just so I can make it look as realistic as possible and hopefully just make it disappear the best I can. So I'll put you on the time lapse and let you watch. All right, I was gonna back you out, but just started raining, so I'll probably wait on that. Got the patina step 1, I guess you'd call it, done. Hopefully you saw on camera pretty decent. It's definitely not perfect, but it does blend in pretty decent. I don't know how well it blends in on camera, but it's not sticking out like a sore thumb like it was before. Hopefully you can get a good look. But most people are standing right here. This is about eye level, so you really don't see it that much. It's just enough to not draw your eye down there. You get close, of course you can see it. So I'll get close in on here. You can kind of see some of the paint and splotching, different colors. When you get close, it looks kind of strange, but
the different colors kind of make it all blend in into the eye. It doesn't draw you to it. The closer you get, the more you can see the different coppers and tan and red and brown, green, black, different color blues. But you step back a little bit, kind of all blends in. I got this side done too. I think I already showed you, but if not, here it all is in one shot. This side I don't think I did as well of a job on, so I'll probably have to go back and hit it again, but of course down there and up there. So step one, that's how it sits.